Hi everyone.
Welcome to the show.
So we are still in the car because it is a 4-hour drive. We're doing part 2 of the Q&A because you guys sent us so many questions. This round of questions is a little bit more like the nitty-gritty of like what our day-to-day looks like and what our day-to-day what we do with our kids. So it's a little bit different than the first round of questions, but we're gonna answer them anyway. You ready?
Ready, let's go.
Question number 1, someone wants to know, what does our school day kind of look like? What is our schedule? What do we do? That's a big question, but really breaking it down into like a really simple, quick answer. On a school day, because we don't do school days all the time. On a school day, we will, after breakfast and after we get dressed, because we like to get dressed before we do our schoolwork, Alexi will get out her little worksheets. And so Lexi has, at this point, she has one letter sheet. So she works on one alphabet letter a week. And so she has one letter sheet that she works on. She has one math concept that she works on. Right now it's shapes, so she'll learn like 1 or 2 shapes a week and have to identify them for sides. So she has one letter, one math. She has a journal where she can draw whatever she wants, and then I just write in what it is. So sometimes it's a really weird thing, like
An avocado.
or a twirly whirly. I don't know what that is, but that's what she drew the other day.
One time she drew a brain, and it was excellent. It was so
that
good.
was a really good day. One day she drew the ocean, and she just colored the page for an hour blue. So we have days like that. And after that, we read a book, and that is kind of our school for the day. Again, she's 3, so I'm sure that'll change as we go on. That's our official school time, but we do a lot of learning activities throughout the day. We don't have a lot of like sit down and do work time. So we'll do lots of baking, we do crafts, we do a lot of Play-Doh, puzzles, we read books all day long.
Walk and talk.
We walk and talk.
Go on I'll take Alexi out on the GT. Well, it's winter right now, but in the summer we'll go for bike rides, and we'll go in the woods and we'll take a look at different things and talk about them and discuss, and it's lots of fun. In the evenings she likes to watch videos on YouTube or things like that, so we'll find, Daddy, show me a video about the human body, show me a video about outer space.
Show me a video of how the earth goes around the sun.
Yeah.
So that's an inside joke. But one day we told Lexi no more TV time, and she she's like, okay. So she turned the iPad off, and she looked at Stefan. He had told her, he was specifically the one who told her no more iPad. And then she looked at him with her big blue eyes and said, Daddy, show me a video of how the earth goes around the sun. And he goes, sure, Alexi. And he turned the iPad on, and they watched YouTube videos for like 20 minutes. So she's got
She knows how to hook me in.
So that's basically our school day. We kind of do educational things all day long, but when we do schoolwork, those are the 4 kind of things that we sit down and do. And we usually do that 2, maybe 3 times a week. We don't do very often.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be on a school day.
Nope.
Sometimes it's a Saturday morning or a Sunday evening, and that's what we're doing.
Yep. What curriculum do we use? This is a question we get a lot of. I didn't really want to spend a lot of money on curriculum, so we got some from Teachers Pay Teachers. I picked different curriculum. We try to do a lot of our curriculum in French, which there isn't a lot of like sets that you can buy, because Stefan is French and I'm bilingual, so we try to do French. So I ended up picking and choosing a couple different packets and that are French, and we use those. That's what we have. I try to pick packets that have activities Alexi likes. So one of Alexi's favorite things to do, she likes to write her letters. Like that's, you gotta learn to write your letters eventually. But one of her favorite things to do is like stamp or circle things. So I would make sure that I would find activity packets where that was like every packet had a stamp activity. And we get out her little Crayola stamper markers.
So you're giving her a variety of different ways to practice the similar concepts that she's doing.
So she will write the letter, and then she'll color it in, and then there'll be like a section where it's, you know, stamp, you know, out, or it says circle, but we just let her stamp out the letter E, if that's it, find all the letter E's. And so that's when we pick activities that I know she enjoys and keep it really simple and get it done.
Yeah.
Question number 3, I think, is what kind of activities do you do in a week with your kid? Like, what are your experiences? What do you do?
I just want to jump in, and I always tell Amanda how much I appreciate her, because she's really good at coming up with the routine for the day and a schedule for the week. And I always think, wow, if I were at home with the kids, it probably would have taken me a long time to figure that all out. And she had that down pat right from the beginning. So but routine,
planner right here, total little planner addict. So basically, we do a lot of. We don't pay for a lot of activities. We do a lot of free activities. Our local
start on Monday.
Starting on Monday. Our local French Catholic School Board runs a preschool program that is free. They call it Sounds and Petit.
It's a block away from our house.
Yeah, it's a block away from our house. It's free, and it's for kids ages 2 to 4 or 5. And basically it's at playtime, followed by there's a little circle time where they do games, songs, a little activity, French book. It's all in French, so vocabulary words. So they pick like a theme for the week. So like last week it was jungle animals, and they just named all the jungle animals. Then they have a snack. They have the choice of either playing again or doing a craft, and then they have a gym time.
Yeah,
so
excellent.
That's what we do on Mondays, and it's great because the kids get to go out and they go with their cousins, and it's just a fun time to go out.
And that's from 9 till 11, and then back for lunch.
Back for lunch and naps. On Tuesdays, it's usually a school day, and so we do our school work in the morning, and then in the evening it's our gymnastics night. So we go to the girls take gymnastics, which is like a 2-minute drive from our house, and so they do their gymnastics class. Alexi is in her own class now, but Zoe is in the Parents and Tots class, so we have to take them. That's what we do on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, we go to another free play group, our church. Basically from 9 until 11:30, it is free time. They have a little bit of time in the gym, they get to play, and the moms sit around and we drink coffee and we chat, and the kids just play like crazy people. And they have a great time. And then at 11:30, we go up and they do another kind of circle time where there's like nursery rhymes and stories and little dances. And that's what we do on Wednesdays. Thursday is usually a school day again. So we do our schoolwork and just hang out at home. Fridays are either a home day or it is an errand day or a field trip day. Fridays are kind of our regular,
You might have
whatever we need to do on a Friday.
You might have noticed we have several videos that are titled Field Trip Friday.
Yeah.
And so tends to be when we do our field trips, right? We
go on a field trip on Friday, or we'll go run errands on a Friday, or we'll just do something fun on a Friday. And that's our Friday. Saturday is usually our clean the house day. We clean the house a lot on Saturday. And Sunday we go to church, and the kids go to their Sunday school class while we have church service, and they have their different activities. I like it too, though, that one of the reasons we go to our church, even though it's quite a drive, is that the kids on Sundays have, first off, they have an amazing kids program, but secondly, they have their separate classes, which is kind of the only time that they're ever separated.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like, they're always in the same room, so like
Zoe's with the toddlers, Alexi's with the preschoolers.
Yeah. And so they get to go and do kind of separate activities.
And then after that, we get to go do our grocery shopping, and still more learning in the grocery shopping, right?
So much learning in your grocery shopping. And that's pretty much kind of like the activities we do in a week. Obviously, you might have some weird weeks, like where you have a birthday party or whatever, but that's kind of our general week. That's what we do in a week. Let me know what you guys like to do in a week. Because I'm always looking for fun activities to do with the kids, places to go with them, things to do on Friday, or, our kids are going to get older and they're going to start aging out of some of these programs that they're in now. So I'm always looking, like a planner, always looking to plan ahead. So
leave us a comment below.
Leave us a comment. I need more ideas. This question of what do we do in a week leads into our next question is, what do you do about socialization?
Socialization.
This is like the biggest question we got.
Your kids will not be socialized.
Your children will never have friends. Yeah.
This is
We laugh because we put this out on a couple different Facebook groups. Like, what kind of questions would you like?
And I've heard this from when I was a little kid. Oh, homeschoolers, those kids don't get socialized. That's weird. And this is like the main argument against homeschooling. And now that we've like started homeschooling our kids and seeing just how much socialization they get, it's just it's a silly argument.
So just because they're homeschooled doesn't mean that we stay at home all day. As you can tell, we're out like 3 to 4 days a week at different groups where they're playing with other kids and they're seeing other kids. And the nice thing about when you're going to these groups is they're not seeing kids all the same age. So they're learning skills from kids that are older, they're learning skills from kids like to help kids that are younger. And so you get this kind of really wide range of learning.
Kids don't need to be with kids their age to learn how to socialize.
No.
Kids can learn social skills from adults, and
And so we don't really worry about socialization. We will do another video all on socialization because it is such a big question and a big topic. But that's kind of our short answer is we don't really worry about it because we know our kids are being socialized. Another question that we got that was kind of interesting is, what do you do with Zoe? Because Alexi is 3 and Zoe is only a year and a half, we get the question of what do you do with your little one while the other one is doing her schoolwork? This is kind of an interesting question for us because Zoe wants to be like Alexi, so she is always trying to do what Alexi is doing. So whenever we sit down to do like our school time, Alexi will sit down and start doing her worksheets, and Zoe sits in her high chair and does her school activities.
Coloring.
She colors.
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. Oh my gosh, she plays so much Play-Doh. It's her favorite.
Coloring her belly if mommy's not looking.
We taught her that. To color her belly. Yeah, so we do a lot of different, right now Play-Doh's big. She'll do, sometimes it's just a snack because we keep Alexi's activity time so short.
Yeah. Zoe's not sitting in the chair
for long. She's not there very long. So usually it's only like 15-20 minutes is kind of a longer day. Because then I take Zoe out and we all read a book together. So that's usually our last like 5 to 10 minutes of our school time anyway. So on a good day, she could be in there for like 5 to 10 minutes. Alexi has done all of her schoolwork in 5 to 10 minutes before. On a longer day, it could be 15 to 20. But those are the days where she just gets to play with her Play-Doh longer. So, and then we move on and we let Zoe participate in every activity that we do. If we're painting, she gets to paint. If we're baking cookies, she's right there with us. We sit her on the countertop and let her bake cookies.
Yeah, if you watch some of our other videos, you see, Zoe's there with us most of the time in the other videos, and you can see how, she's following along as best she can, and Amanda's really good at, bringing her in, including the activity, asking her questions about what she's doing.
And I think the other thing is, like, kids will pick up what they can actually pick up. Like, just because she's a year and a half, she may not understand the whole concept behind baking cookies. But let me tell you, she understands that when you put those cookies in the oven, they become something she can eat.
Yeah.
So she's quite happy to sit there and dump things in there. So they pick up what they pick up, and the next time we do it, maybe she picks up a little bit more. So it's not she doesn't just sit there and watch. She gets to participate, and she gets what she gets out of it. One of our questions, any more kids? Love how people feel like they want to ask us these questions. Any more kids?
Any more kids? Well, the name of the show is Raising A to Z. So if you don't know us very well yet, Raising A to Z refers to raising Alexi and Zoe. So that's the name of the show. We're not changing the name of the show.
We already bought the URL.
Yeah, we paid for the URL. We paid for the domain.
There's no more kids. We're done. How long is your school day? Like I said, our official school day is usually anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes when we
That's
do them.
the sit down
That's
paperwork
sit
stuff
down, do some paperwork.
Learning
but
can
we're
happen.
always learning.
Yeah, learning can happen anywhere, anytime. We didn't even talk in this Q&A. We didn't talk about where we fit in our videos. So within that week, you know, here and there, after school when I get back or on a weekend, we'll do some of these videos. And yeah, learning can happen anywhere, anytime. I love it.
And we were talking about how a few minutes ago how every night we sit, when Alexi goes to bed, she likes to lay down and we read her story. So we're doing literacy, and then I put Zoe down, and while I'm putting Zoe down, Stefan sits with her, and they do like a whole nother like lesson where Alexi goes, "Daddy, show me this video," or "Show me a video of this," or "Daddy, how does this work?" We'll watch a video and talk about it, or we'll just talk about things. Yeah, I'm usually laying down with her for another 20-30 minutes sometimes before she actually goes to bed. And so that's learning. It just happens to happen at 8:30 at night. So it's a late class. And our last question that we're going to answer today is, how do you keep from getting bored? How do you keep your kids from getting bored? How do you keep from getting bored? First thing we say is we don't let them get bored. Bored is not an option. Growing up in my house, bored was a bad word. That was a bad word. You never said it. And if you said it, you wouldn't be wanting to say it again because you'd be doing something to make sure that you weren't bored. So I believe that myself too, and so we don't let them. I don't think Alexi's ever. She said it once. She said it once. Yeah. She was not impressed with what happened next. Yeah. So, you know, I think there's so many things that you can do. There's so many, just, you know, as we started developing this channel and thinking about what we wanted to do, what content we wanted to release, you know, we have so many ideas. I think we have like pages and pages of ideas, and it's like I can't wait to make the next video because there's so many things, so many options for us to do, and I don't think we'll ever get bored. Yeah, and I think the question is like, how do you keep your kids from getting bored? I think sometimes like we let them have a lot of free time because that's really good for children. They need that time to like explore their own imaginations, to do kind of things on their own terms. So if they're not doing an activity with us, we let them have free time. And how do we keep ourselves from getting bored? We definitely have to make a point of like self-care. Yeah. I take ballet classes on Tuesday nights after the kids go to bed. I love going for my evening walks, and since Amanda's challenged me this year to read a book a month with her, I've been going on my walks and listening to a book at the same time, so it's cool. And then like finding things that also make you excited to go somewhere. So like that's one of the reasons I love going to playgroup, is because the kids get to play. It's not like a super structured time, but like I get to go and like just hang out with other moms. Yeah, time to be with your friends. Yeah, and just hang out. And like we find different, you know, some weeks we go shopping and we'll do errands. Some weeks we'll, you know, go on a field trip, and it's just kind of finding little things to kind of make every day kind of a little bit more fun and a little more exciting, because you do get in the times where it does feel like you're in a little bit of a rut. Yeah. That's when you're like, switch things up and do something different today. Yeah. So exactly. That is all of our questions we have for now. We did get more questions. They're just a little bit too big to unpack in a quick Q&A like this. We're going to dive into some of those in other videos. Yes. If you have more questions, please leave us a comment, and we will definitely add those to our next round of Q&As. And that is all we have for today. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell to get notifications when we upload our latest videos. Give us a thumbs up and don't forget to leave us a comment. We'll see you next week for more activities, adventures, and lifelong learning. Bye!